What's going on, guys? I'm JP, and I'm going to show you how to never burn out again. Now, burnout is an effect of a deeper root cause. Burning out happens because we typically have a belief that says, if I let go, everything will stop working. I need to control, I need to do everything myself. And if you stop, everything will fall apart. Make sense? And if everything falls apart, then you're not going to survive. Yeah. So let's go deeper. These are what I call subconscious rules. And when we have a subconscious rules, we automatically have a behavior that reinforces that rule. Yeah. A lot of high performers, I've included myself there for a long time, we have this subconscious rule that says rest is unsafe. Doing is safety because doing is productive. And if I do, and if I work hard enough, then I could finally be worthy of receiving. I could finally be worthy of getting what I want. Yeah. Because the world has taught you this lie. Look at how crazy this belief about reality is that your ego and your mind give you. I need to prove to the world that I'm worthy of success. So I burn myself out first to prove to myself that I worked hard enough to earn what I want. But what I don't realize is that I've become a slave to my own mind and belief system. And no matter how much I achieve, I will continue to live without true freedom because I'm living from a distorted version of reality. Right? And the question really about burning out is, when are you going to stop needing to prove yourself? You think that you need to prove to yourself to the world, but you're really trying to prove yourself to you. And this is reinforced. This is a subconscious cycle that's reinforced through your biology. It's a survival response. That's when you know that you're operating on a belief system that's not accurate to reality, that's not accurate to your true self. Like you can feel it, right? If you're here. So what have I realized from doing this work on a deep level for myself and my clients? I've realized that under all of this subconscious survival system that I'm mapping for you, there's a deep wound, okay? There's a deep wound that we experience, and that was the reason our own intelligence created this entire subconscious mechanism that sometimes we're not even aware of, that's trying to never again experience this primal wound. And I've written a few examples: powerless, unworthy, and alone. So this makes a lot of sense. Let's take it back. If I stop myself from working, because I've had to literally work years to transcend this pattern of overworking and burning myself out, until I understood that I believed, or my subconscious believed on a deep level, that if I stopped working, I wasn't in control. And if I wasn't in control, I was not safe. I couldn't survive. Why? Because on a deep level, if I'm not in control, I feel what? I feel powerless. And this core wound is where we're really operating from. There's a lot of us who are living our business, our relationships, our health, still from this paradigm, from this identity of I am powerless, of I am unworthy, of I am alone. Even all of these successful people that you look up to, I'm not going to generalize and say everyone, but there's a big majority that have reached their level of success externally through this fuel of powerlessness, fear, unworthy, and I need to prove myself. And that works, of course it works, but it destroys you. Because if you think about it, burning out does come from a deep belief that I am still lacking something. There's something that I lack. There's something that I still haven't completed or filled within myself. And that's why I need to push harder, because I still haven't made it. And I believe that an external achievement is going to give me that inner sense of fulfillment and realization. And guess what? If you're here, you're most likely successful. You've achieved some level of success. And we both know that that success is a prison, because you're not really free. You do not feel fulfilled. All of the money and the success does not bring you peace, happiness, and freedom. because nothing out there can ever make you happy or fulfilled, right? And that's how we perpetuate the cycle of survival, of stress, and of burning out. It's because on a deep level, we believe that there's still something out there that if we do enough, that we're going to get rewarded and we're going to feel loved and we're going to feel accepted and we're going to feel free. And that's BS. That is what I've just laid down for you, okay, is the expression of the energetic parasite that feeds off this energy. How to actually destroy burnout and literally never have to burn out again if you understand this. Okay? The first step is understand that this old paradigm, this old identity of yours is wanting to feed off from your negative emotions. So every time you stress, every time you think about lack, you magnify more of that lack. Your vibrational frequency, your emotions, your thoughts, your actions, and your destiny are all in a way creating a hamster wheel, a cycle where you can't break free from the pattern. And you think to yourself, why the fuck am I not breaking free from this overworking, from burning myself out, from overgiving? It's because on a deep level, I'm still living on a paradigm of lack. And it's not you, your true self, your authentic self, beyond the program does not want that. That's something that has given me so many breakthroughs, and I want you to write this down or really internalize it. There is literally a pain body, an ego, a parasite, just the same way that you have physical parasites that feed off the food that you eat. Well, this is an energetic parasite that feeds off your thoughts and your emotions. Because why else would you deplete your life force? Why else would you burn out if it's not really serving you? Well, there's someone that's benefiting from that, and it's the old frequency, it's the old identity. And one of the main purposes of today is to bring awareness to that, because awareness is the first step to real transformation and understanding, wait a moment, I can take my power back. I have the free will to redirect my attention on remembering the truth. Because what you see in front of you, it's two different paths. Path on the right is lack. That's what the entity, that's what the parasite wants you to live as. Because as long as you live in lack, it can feed off your emotions again and again and again. And then that is the emotional, mental, and spiritual definition of burning out is you're depleted of your own life, right? So let's see both sides of the coin, both sides of the polarity, and you can choose by understanding the truth, right? What I've just described is the lie of the mind. And the mind says the definition of lack is I don't have enough. The definition of your true self, of abundance, is I always have more than enough. Think about that. And so we go from definition to feeling, to a state. This should be a state. So on the left, okay, lack. If I don't have enough, if I believe that I don't have enough, I'm going to feel. I'm not going to feel enough. I don't feel enough, right? And think about the real root cause of burning out. If I don't feel enough, what do you think I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to do more in order to feel more. And I'm going to try to achieve more things in order to feel that I'm good enough. That's the whole paradigm. I'm still not good enough. And then if I don't feel enough, I go then to identity. I'm taking you deeper and deeper layers of you, of identity, and how you create your own life and experience. I then go, if I don't feel enough, guess what happens? Then I am not enough now. I'm not enough now. Holy shit. If I believe that I'm not enough now, I'm going to live hell on earth. Doesn't matter the success, the money, all of the things that you've achieved. If you operate from a subconscious belief system that you're not enough now, you will perpetuate a perception of lack. And guess what? Perception creates reality, right? We don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we see ourselves. Is through these lenses, right? These can either be lack or abundance. And so if I have a perception of lack, it doesn't matter if I've made all of this money or all of this success, is still not good enough. This goal that I've achieved is still not good enough. This house that I've received is still not good enough. I need more. This is the egoic belief that the entire industries are built upon, is this insecurity of I am not good enough that creates the industry of consumerism. Is that addiction? You're trying to get things to fill out this internal void of lack. And if you have a perception of lack, you will create a reality of lack. If I take decisions based on this perception of lack, decisions based on lack create more lack until you realize that you have to change yourself in order to change everything around you. Nothing changes until you change. Everything changes when you change, right? And so on the other side, what I want to transmit to you is that right now you have the power and the authority to give yourself permission to feel like you're more than enough. I want you to consciously go into this state of inner abundance, because you think that you're trying to get there, right? You believe that by working more, by burning yourself out, by sacrificing yourself, by reaching this next milestone in the business, that someday, somewhere in the future, you will feel more than enough. And that day, my friend, never freaking comes, because the ego, the parasite, wants to keep you there forever. Yeah? But if you have the courage and the willingness to go to the truth, then you can let go of this old paradigm and you can go back to the truth, to the truth from where you came from. This is not a new truth. This is a remembrance. Remembering. Holy shit. Wait a moment. You're telling me that I can be more than enough now? You're telling me that I have the permission to feel like I'm more than enough right now and that I don't need anything out there to prove that? And the answer is yes. And my question to you is, can you give yourself permission to claim that for you? Or do you want to keep being a slave to outer reality and save that for a future event that never comes, being a slave to your mind? Because think about this. If I give myself the permission to feel more than enough now, all I have to do is close my eyes in the here and now, right now, and I can literally feel, I literally have the power to create a feeling within me that makes me feel more than enough now. How does that feel like for you? It's going to be individual for everyone. Well, I'm asking you, forget about everything else. How does it feel now to be more than enough? How does it feel to give yourself permission? I'm more than enough now. I can feel it. And as you feel that you're more than enough, that is the true definition of abundance, of wholeness, of peace. Wait a moment. If I feel like I'm more than enough now, not in the future, now, then I am more than enough now. I go from a feeling, from a new definition, into a feeling, into an identity. And now, wait a moment, I'm starting to identify myself as someone who has more than enough now. Sorry, not have more than enough, are more than enough. I am more than enough now. And of course you are. Because your power, your confidence, will always be temporary. Will always be like shifting sands for as long as you think it's out there. Oh, it's a client. Oh, it's a deal. Damn, I just closed the deal. I feel so good. I feel so confident. I feel so powerful. Okay, let me take away that deal from you. Maybe next month you don't close that deal. What happens? You go down. You feel low in confidence. You feel low in your power. You feel unworthy. You feel like a failure. You feel insecure. Why? Because you're still living a codependent relationship to reality. And that's the madness of the mind. And that's something that I've lived for so many freaking years. And I'm just sharing this in the hopes that it can help you break free. And this is the work, this is the life's work that I'm blessed to do. And so, as you feel yourself like you're more than enough, you start identifying yourself with abundance. I am more than enough. Wow. Now. And so you start changing your perception. You start being grateful for what you have. And as you feel that, you start to create the reality of abundance. Why? Because you start to take decisions and actions based on abundance. And we all know decisions dictate reality and our destiny. So if you take those decisions on abundance, more abundance creates more abundance. Because whatever you are being is what reality and business will mirror back to you. So if you're tired of trying endless strategies, mindset stuff, and all of these things and nothing is working, well, now you know why. It's because you need to do less and you need to be more. And here's an incredible proof of this law. Matthew 13:12. Whoever has will be given more, and they will have abundance. Whoever does not have, even that which they have will be taken away from them. And now you understand what that really means. This is like the modern mystic, incredible definition that you can then take back to business and life. And that's the true definition of success. Success is having a successful present moment and giving yourself permission to feel the truth that you're more than enough now. Because then, and only then, you will activate this immutable law. And because I feel abundant, more abundance will be given to me. I'm not going to be chasing it and repelling it. I'm going to be an invincible magnet of attraction to it. Does that make sense? And so my question to you is, which fuel do you want to use to build your dream life, reality, and business and your internal state? Because remember that you can still achieve this success, the outer success, with any of these fuels, right? So you can be my guest. You can keep building on fear and the ego, or you can change to the limitless fuel of love and your true self, of wholeness, of power. And for a long time, my own ego as a high performer, I was deadly afraid of losing my drive. But that drive is an illusion. It's only driven through fear, and fear eventually runs out. But guess what? The fuel of love, the fuel of service, the fuel of living and integrity, that's where true power comes from. That's where true confidence comes from. And when you simply live that way, you close more clients, you close more deals, you attract more clients, you lead your business from wholeness. You make life respond to your frequency. Okay? And that's the work that we do. If you want my help applying this consciousness reality framework for you and your business, there's a link below where you can apply to work with me and see incredible results in your business and leveling up your income, your impact. It's incredible, life-changing work. And now you have the final proof of how to never burn out again, is internalize the truth that I can feel myself, that I'm more than enough now, and that I'm not going to give my power away to an old survival system, and that I'm going to maybe take some time to reflect upon this video, on my own subconscious system, on my own core wounds, and understand what do I need to give myself, be present with myself, heal that wound, so I can no longer have to burn out, and I can be free from that pattern for the rest of my life. because that's what's waiting on the other side.